Wait, did I do it? Yeah, I did it. All right, hello everybody. So we have a new view here because there was like a whole top-down thing going on last week due to the placement of the floating desk, and so I dug out a camera, a web camera that I got for free from the 100.
I thought it was Defiance.
No.
This was the 100?
Yeah, Defiance. Okay. I got the iPod Nano.
Oh, that's right, with the Defiance like name or logo or something on it.
Yes.
Gotcha. And hello everyone. I see you popping up in live chat.
There we go.
You got your phone set up.
All right, there we are. Well, that's not so bad, is it?
I mean, it's better than last week. It's just a matter of remembering that when we actually look up at the computer screen, we are looking up above the camera.
Yeah.
But most of the time I'm looking down anyway because I've got my laptop floating in my lap, and that's where the comments are that I'm reading. So.
Yeah, I don't like the way I look. I think that's just the way I look.
I hate to tell you, but this is you.
Yeah. I don't like that.
Ragdoll does want to know if that's your good side, though.
This one is my good side, so.
Okay, so you're looking toward me, showing your good side.
Yeah.
Okay.
I tend to look at you a lot, so that's why I'm pleased with being over here.
I do want to take a moment because Mateus, I saw on Twitter your post about the dog, and to see here that you guys found her. Yay! The puppy has been found. So yay, that's wonderful. Yes, anime fan, for me, the summer is over. In fact, this was my first week back to classes. So it's no longer summer in my mind. I don't care that it's still August or whatever. For me, summer's gone.
By the way, do you want to see what the name of our new patron is and then tell me that and I'll put it in?
Boy, that is asking a lot of me, but sure.
It sure is. It sure is.
I need to... Dang it, I hate...
Since I gave you that 2-cent raise, I'm expecting more of you.
I swear.
Carlos J. Lopez. Well, welcome to the Warren. Let's see.
And I love how, like, you had mentioned that earlier, and I said, hey, that's something we can take care of after the stream.
You did?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
But here we go. We're taking care of it live. You get to see a bit of behind the looks.
Yeah.
Lopez.
Yeah.
That's okay. I was in the middle of presenting a PowerPoint to my students, and of all words to misspell and to not realize I misspelled it. And as far as I know, this is my only typo across the 4 PowerPoints I presented so far this week. And it was the word Tuesday, and I put 2 S's. Tuesday. Yeah. Not Tuesday anymore, but Tuesday.
You put 2 S's for Tuesday.
Maybe so. Oh my gosh, I just remembered because Minnie's in here commenting.
The Minnie?
The picture.
Oh, the picture, that's right. I have it on my phone.
Minnie, we have a picture for you that will go on Discord.
Oh, hang on a sec. Bib posted his Q&A as if this was a thing we were all expecting. Like, people have been asking him since they found out who he was, when are you going to post your Q&A? He's like, I'll get to it. And now he's finally posted it. He's finally posted his Q&A. Who supplied the cues?
I didn't know about this, so I
didn't get to cue.
Bib, can I cue?
He says, indeed I did. So I guess the first question is, when did you add the I to the last part of your handle? Biblaridon.
Biblaridon. Yes, I can't believe you used to say that. It is International Dog Day. And I did not know it was Day of Licorice.
On the revolutionary calendar.
I prefer International Dog Day. Licorice is good sometimes, but like I think dogs are better.
Yeah.
For very different reasons.
But seriously, what is the revolutionary calendar?
I have no idea. Mateus, can you help
Felt
me
like
out?
a thing you knew. Anyway, so yeah, first cue for the Bibleridian Q&A is what's the deal with the Q&A? Why is it just getting posted now? That's the second question. Third question, what can we expect on this Q&A? Fourth question, is it a video Q&A or is it just a written Q&A?
Okay, listen, fifth thing,
Yeah.
you go to it. You don't just ask these.
How do I go to it? Is it a video? I can't go to it and watch a video right now. Ooh, Licorice Dogs. That is the name of a band.
Okay, well, first of all, one day ago, 100K Q&A post. It's a special. It's on YouTube, and all you had to do was Google. See, this is why you're not allowed to ask questions, because
I'm not going to pay $100,000 to watch that video.
that's not what it means.
Do we get $100,000 for watching that video?
Do you see a dollar sign?
No, but I mean.
Anyway.
That's
It's hopelessly boring. Bib, come on now, come on. Okay, Matei says, I have an actual physical calendar using the days as defined by the calendar made during the French Revolution. OMG. That's kind of amazing. Okay.
Huh. Was it a different calendar? My experience with the French Revolution is I've read A Tale of Two Cities. That's it.
That's more than I've done.
I haven't even seen Les Miserables. Have you? It has Hugh Jackman. I heard you liked him.
I do, and for Hugh Jackman and
Russell Crowe.
no,
He was the big controversy in it.
he wasn't the one that I was there for, though. Who was it? Anne Hathaway that was in it?
It feels like she should have been in it. Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, I did attempt to watch it for the people who were in it, but alas, I made it, I don't know, 15 minutes in, and I had to turn it off.
The singing.
The movie.
The movie.
Yeah. I've never seen the live song.
I saw.
It is Anne Hathaway. Thank you.
Yeah, I saw. I want to say the last 7 minutes of the singy version of Les Miserables. Either that, or I saw the whole thing with Uma Thurman. It was one of those two. Remember?
You were with Uma Thurman?
No, remember the first one that had Uma Thurman in it. You know the first one, right?
It was ambiguous.
It was ambiguous.
I was very excited.
But since I spent a lot of time with Uma, I had to clarify.
Right, because
Yeah.
she's awesome. Okay, and she's in
Amanda
Beautiful Girls,
Seyfried.
which is one of my favorite movies ever.
I don't know how to pronounce that. Do you know how to pronounce?
I always say Seyfried. I have no idea if that's right, but I also just say things with confidence and say, you know what, that's fine.
I always want to say Siegfried.
Minnie's dad interviewed Uma Thurman's dad once.
It's just, I am assuming.
6 degrees of separation.
I'm assuming
This is amazing.
he was applying for a job and he didn't get it at Minnie's dad's hardware store.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we're ready for a poll.
Okay.
And this one's an exciting one.
Okay.
I don't know if everyone's ready for this.
I don't think anybody is.
Okay, so we were deciding on the word for not. K-N-O-T.
Okay. So.
And I will mention that I had to, was it not that we were doing? Oh, that was one of the suggestions. Wasn't it not?
Hold on. Let's see what the poll says.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was just one of the suggestions.
And we didn't actually decide. It was just like, hey, this could be it.
Right.
That was, okay, yeah, this isn't, notice up here is the suggestion line. If you scroll down, you'll see the actual nouns.
Oh, rest in peace to Uma Thurman's dad. No, wait, Uma Thurman's dad is a Buddhism scholar. Your dad was a religion editor for a major newspaper. Can't just drop that without saying what the newspaper
I
is.
wanted to point, this is the actual list of nouns we have decided.
Yeah,
Anything up above was just a suggestion.
You bet.
So I did want to think, I did want to point that out.
For not. Okay, here we go.
Okay, but how, oh, you know what? I'm going to put in the suggestions because we can keep all of these roots that were suggested.
Sure thing.
So I am going to type them in, and I'm going to take not away from that.
Yeah.
Okay, and I need to make sure I'm in my IPA keyboard.
Some of you included periods, some of you did not. Those who did not, I approve.
Okay, so Whoops, I needed to start. Okay, so we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 suggestions. And we're gonna start with our last place suggestion. So the one that got the least votes was Taka. Now, I want to say least votes, but this was the closest poll I have ever seen in the entire time we've done this, especially in terms of the write-in suggestions. So this poll was the absolute closest voting situation, and you're going to find out in a minute just how close. So out of the suggestions, this one received 6 votes across the board, and so didn't make it. Next, I'm going to type several in a row. So we have yeah, and we had nonfo becoming novo. There we go. And then there was onsue. There we go.
Each.
What? Becoming ozwe. Okay, there we go. All right, so these 3 suggestions were all wonderful. They were all beloved. Every single one of them received 8 votes. So remember, the one in with the least votes had 6, and then we have 8 here. All 3 of these came in second place with 8 votes.
Are you typing the accents with your IPA keyboard?
I am.
I don't even know how to do that.
Well, I am special.
Okay.
Okay, then we have Sorsa becoming Swaza. Let me get my tones here. And then we had Karen becoming high tone K and then low tone. So Kele. Okay, so these 2.
Help you out there. Just help you out there.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Did you notice I had to fix a typo in your post on these? Because you said we were getting the word for not N-O-T. And so I had to go into all of them and put the K in, so that way people knew we weren't coming up with a negator.
There's no way I did that.
You did that, and I fixed it.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
If I
and
go
I
and
didn't
see
tell you.
K-N-O-T right now, you're not going to make me believe it.
Yes, because I fixed it. That's how fixing it. Okay, so you see these 2 highlighted ones. They are tied for first place with 9 votes each. So we had 9, 9, 8, 8, 8, 6. Like literally the closest I've ever seen this kind of voting. But now we need to figure out which one is it. Swaza, Kele.
Paucity of votes, though, by the way. Absolute paucity. I'm disappointed in the patrons. They should have put some more vote in.
Actually, it's 48. There were 48 total votes. That's actually...
No, but anybody could vote for any of them.
Oh. Yeah, at least like 24 people voted. That's good. Okay. So, you know what, Light Damper, I should have, because now he's never going to believe me ever. And I really should have. And in fact, what I really, really should have done is made fun of him shamelessly as I pointed it out on the screen that he had misspelled it, and then fixed it.
I mean, you're
laughing at you.
You're a disreputable, unsavory character.
I am sassafras after all.
Yeah, so you were just trying to sass my frass is what you're doing.
Sassafras. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen.
Okay.
I think.
All right.
Hopefully you agree.
Okay.
I'm gonna create a poll on YouTube.
Well, let's do it.
And you guys are gonna vote right here, right now, for what will be the form for not with a K.
Oh, that's right. So one of these is Megan's, and I believe the other one is Dark Horses. Is that right?
I believe so. K-N-O-T.
I feel like you just didn't get the reference to Samuel Beckett's Watt, which is what I was obviously referencing.
Okay, here we go. Well, everybody who's saying you forgot to vote, that's fine.
Yeah.
You get to vote now.
Here it comes.
And go.
Here it comes. thumbs. I'm gonna vote too.
It's really not fair. I don't get to vote.
I know.
Yeah. That's okay. Yeah, Megan. Yeah, you have to vote for you. I know, Noah, this is really hard. This is for the word for not, because we had a tie in the patron poll.
And the word for not is going to be our plural. It's going to give us our plural. So
For the
it's
inanimate. The inanimate plural.
Yes, because we have litter.
For animate plural.
Yeah, did we come up with a form for that, by the way? I don't think we did. No, we didn't. So,
I believe that's what... Mawe. No, that was for a prefix. Never mind.
yeah. It was? Wait, what is it?
I don't know. We were talking about prefixes, and we were like, we should stay on prefixes, and then we decided... Are you sure there wasn't a form for not?
Pronunciation, swaza and gale.
Oh, Normo says I like the connection to Kellen from Sylvia Sotomayor.
It ends up
with the whole
sounding,
knots writing system thingy.
It ends up sounding like Kele, which is the early name of one of my languages, which I had to rename to Kelenana because Kele is the name of a natural language.
Oh,
Yeah.
what do you know?
Yeah, somebody sent me an email asking me for more information about it because this is a language where they have like the talking drums, and so you could do like the talk. If you type into Google the talking drums of Kele, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you see the poll results right now?
Oh my goodness, 50-50, really?
We are at a 50-50 split, y'all.
Jeez. I mean, somebody else got to vote.
OMG. Okay, so first of all, hats off to Megan, and that is Dark Horse, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and Dark Horse. Your forms are so good that people can't decide, oh, this does mean, because I didn't get to vote, but you did.
You ended the poll?
Yeah, because we have more votes than people watching.
Well, at the moment.
Oh, do you want me to put it back up?
I mean, it's too late now. It's completely invalidated.
It is. 3 people said I should get to be a voter. You voted. I didn't.
Of course I voted. It was on my screen.
Totally unfair. Okay, so this is going to be a suffix.
Sure is.
Uh-huh. And did we have anything interesting happening at Borders with S's or K's?
I think we did. Here, let's take a look.
This is how the vote is going to be decided. Megan, yes. Yes. Great pun. I like the reference Dark Horse did, intentional or not.
Oh, you trust Jesse more than me for this important decision? I mean, that's really slighting one of our patrons, because of course we know who made the suggestions. So for Swaza, yeah, there's a chance it will voice depending on what the proto
what the
thing it attaches to.
Excellent.
Looks like.
And the K wouldn't
K's not
change. Okay.
Yeah, no, nothing's going to change with that K.
Now, how would you suggest in terms of suffixes? Because obviously it will get shortened from whatever form this is.
Mm-hmm.
And so in terms of, especially with the protoform being Sorsa and then Karen, how would you see those becoming shortened into suffixes?
I don't remember because I thought that that at least I had some specific thoughts about this last week, but then I forgot everything about this language between last Thursday and today.
So here is what I am going to say, and I'm going to re-verify something really quickly. when I go down to the noun section. Yes. Excellent. Cool. So here is my official decision. Kele is going to be not swaza cherry.
We didn't have anything for cherry yet?
Nope. And so we're going to use both, and they're both going to be number suffixes, but swaza will be dual, kele will be plural.
Okay.
Inanimate.
All right. All right. All right.
Done and done. And we still need a form for litter. We did not have one written down below.
Yeah, we sure didn't.
Wrong way. Because doesn't swaza sound like a great word for cherry?
I think it does.
Jake, no, we don't have anything. Oh, thank you, Noel. We did not have anything written down for cherry. Like, it's not here on the list. Oh, wait, no, that's just added to the list. I was like, wait. And down in the noun section, there is nothing. All we said was cherry would be dual. Cherries is what's written down below in plural, but it's just marked as this will be dual. Nothing was decided as far as form goes. Got to get all my sounds out in order.
Hang on a sec. This is a thing.
It is a thing, and you were showing the examples of how tone would come together, which is why we were working on prefixes and we didn't do any suffixes last time.
No, but look, the middle consonant is just dropping off. This is a prefix. Wait, is this?
That's a prefix.
It's a prefix.
Not a suffix. Right.
Right. It's a prefix, not a suffix.
And we had actually last week, if you scroll down, started making rules about the different classes of some of the things that would happen for prefixes. And if you scroll down more, you're going to see what we didn't get to. There you go. That's where we left off last week. So that's where we are. Because we needed several more, and if you recall, we were like, there's no way we can do this in 8 minutes.
These will need to be before nouns begin with consonants and nouns. Okay, so they're right there.
And this is where the whole Mawe thing came in.
Oh my god. I'm not tired.
The kanas were there actually as prefixes. That was that discussion. We can definitely make one of the kanas litter because we still need a word for litter.
Let's have it. We had it be a prefix for a reason. It's an adjective or something.
Yeah, it
So-
should stay prefix.
Yeah. And it certainly shouldn't be. There's not going to be like a. Kele is going to be a suffix, animate plural, right? And it's K.
Yeah. So we
Animate
should have
plural
something
K.
different. Yeah, something different.
Yeah.
I also really like kana as a prefix anyway, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because you just typed out the examples. So I think we should assign it some meaning today.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that could be our owl. We did need an owl.
What was the owl for?
It was going to become an adjective that means something like terrifying or because it's a predator.
That's right.
And so we were going to have owl as a noun and becoming some sort of adjective like that. What are you saying? Aren't you glad you typed an explicit note?
Yeah. Okay. So what does E come from? Or E? Slow.
Oh, which came from snail.
Slow. Where is that snail?
Snail is up above, and uri is snail.
So uri becomes E.
Yes.
What does that have to do with a glide, though? Like, why is this? Oh, I see. It's just copied from up there. Okay. Oh, right. All right. Here we go. So, this is the form we need. It's going to be for owl. And so we need a vowel, a W, or a ya, and then a vowel.
Oh, so there goes the comma thing. Okay.
Maybe with a consonant in front of it.
Which is, see, this is why I had my way.
Oh.
Do you see? Like that was, no, Miles, my way does not have a meaning. And so I think we need to assign it some meaning.
It could be owl.
Does that seem like a good owl word?
Yeah. Okay. What was the protoform?
Maui.
Okay. Shana Maui tweet.
and she is a predator of sorts.
Okay. So now I believe this is going to become Mo. Is this a language where we do that? AW becomes O?
I don't.
Or was that a different language we were working on?
I think that was a different language, but right now, this is so sad. Is it this one? Is it this one?
Hang on.
Wait, that's why we wanted it to be AW, because it was going to be Mo in some cases and Ma in others.
Yeah, we were doing it in this language. Look at there's all the tables. I knew it. They're different tables from the ones I was thinking of, which was the other language. But
Arturo, well played. Well played. Mawait as well use it.
Okay, let's find what happens to a W, because I think something specific happens. I think that it becomes O with low tone. That is right. So I guess, but let's say that this is the prefix, because then when it gets added to here, it's mochiki, mochiki, mochiki. Sorry, mochiki.
And then it's going to be Ma, and then we need a vowel to follow it, like snail. Like terrifying snail.
Uli?
Would be Mauli.
Uli? Is it uli with 2 high tones?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, but it's the E, not U. E. Yeah.
Is that what we have up? Is that what we have upstairs? Like, we sure do. All right.
I like how you say that's upstairs, but yes. Yes.
Okay. So this is going to be a terrifying mouse, an owl mouse. A terrifying eye.
Snail.
Snail.
Miles said, so the snail from Adventure Time.
Oh man, I haven't seen Adventure Time. Okay, so wa before oo, before original oo, right?
Yes, it's an original U.
Hold on a sec.
Would that...
I don't know. Let's ooh-la.
Thinking. Oh, and Mateus. Yeah. Keep that in mind.
So it does. It becomes.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay.
Mateus wants eventually in one of the languages owl to be a Patreon word. And I don't know that we have a word for owl in the possum language. And I don't know that you requested your names for the possum language, Mateus, because I feel like last time you were asking about that. And so if that's the case, we could always go backwards as well and get your name in as, or whatever name you want it to be as owl in those languages, or it could be for the, obviously for the cat or dog languages.
There we go. Mabili.
Oh my gosh. I mean, it does not sound like a terrifying snail, but that makes me so happy. It's so cute. Because of course a terrifying snail is still going to be cute, right?
Yes. Okay, so now we need another word that begins with a vowel that's not a high back vowel.
Wonderful. So Mateus, if you remember, then yeah, you can totally take over owl in the possum language. Technically, you could take over it in the cat and dog languages as well, with different forms. Okay, so we need a noun that starts with a non-high back vowel.
Correct.
Cool. Protoforms. Somebody, I think it was Arturo, had said they wanted to see some more adjectives thrown in here. So let's do some like
Okay.
what would that turn out to
Let's
be?
take a look. Let's take a look. To answer Freddie's question, how do we make the distinction that these prefix adjectives are inflection rather than derivation? And the answer is we don't, because that's essentially what's going on with this language. It kind of happens, you know. Please.
Oh my God, Mateus. Yes. Mateus is like, time to do some hootlanging. Yes. Owlie's a hoot. Yes. This is making me so happy. Thank you. Thank you.
LangTime Studios.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Cat-headed eagle.
That is amazing. Oh, so we just get 2 high tones and it stays otherwise the same. Okay, so eta.
And that is our word for what?
Hey, y'all, what should eta be our word for? Oh, Noel says maybe etar instead with an R so it makes a low tone instead of having 2 high tones.
It's your banana. How do you want to peel it?
Can you verify that adding an R to the end that's all it's going to change?
Oh, sure, but you know, yeah. 100%.
Let's do it. Okay.
Eta.
Note, whoop, taken. There we go. Oh, many. That will be at our first official nuitis. A pun off. Okay, so now we have a low tone in there. Cool. Eta. Ooh, that was a bad adjective, but go with it. Go with it. What should it mean? I need suggestions.
Eta.
Miles says crystal or quartz.
Quartz. Tight.
If you're ever in Arizona, make sure you stop at Quartzsite.
Number 1 tourist destination. Wonderful lodging. Something you want to write home about.
Apparently you don't want to stay there. Oh, Jason says moon. Mateus says water. Stream, bush, wind. Ooh, seed. Oh my God, Miles wants to go to the RV Fest in Quartzsite. Arturo, I'm going to take that as a compliment because what you're saying is I sounded like a native Spanish speaker.
I guess.
The only time.
I guess acquiring the demonstrative estado, right?
Okay, I agree that seed does sound like a good thing to have here.
That was my version of toddler.
Okay,
Okay, seed?
let's do seed. Yeah.
Terrifying seed.
And you are correct, Noel. In the actual orthography, low tones won't be written, so that A is just an A.
It sure is. It sure is. Thank
We
you.
were just marking them all up above to be like super specific. Okay, and that's going to be seed. You know why I think?
Are they poisonous seeds? That might be a good thing. Poisonous seeds to a house.
Ooh,
Anyway, sorry.
yeah. I feel like this is.
Apple seeds. Sorry.
I think it was tomboy. It just, excuse me. It reminds me of the word for seed in Miscellaneous.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And so maybe that's why I was like, as soon as somebody said it, and then Minnie was like, yeah, that sounds like seed. And I'm like, yes, it does. And I think it's because it just reminds me of Miscellaneous,
Nice.
which is the language of motherland. Which, everyone, tune in. Season 3 will be coming next year. Woo! So exciting. Okay. Anyway, so now we have, did you need any other forms for this?
Yes. So those are all the W ones.
Right. Now, of course, we need to do the ya ones.
Yes.
Do we need the same, except we need a ya followed by an E sound, and then a ya followed by like a back vowel.
Yes. Right. And I just want to make sure that there's no more W ones. I wonder.
Yeah, and oh goodness, why am I suddenly drawing a blank? Just a second. I swear I put a pronunciation guide. I did. Estavi. There we go. I put a pronunciation guide. I'm good. Yeah, Motherland season 2 is already out, and in fact, the final episode just aired and is now 2 days ago, and is now available on Hulu. So they are all out.
That's right. But it was actually renewed for a 3rd season before the final episode aired.
Yes.
I think that fans really responded this season, especially, and I think that the network was pleased, and so they're like, yes, which is very good for us.
It is good for us, and it's always funny because like I don't really know how popular it is because I'm following the hashtags, and so like my Twitter feed is filled with Motherland stuff, but I'm like, that's also just me because I'm actually following all the stuff. But it is exciting. Okay. We need something with a ya in the middle to be a noun that becomes an adjective. Yeah. Oh, did you finish checking whether we needed more?
I don't know, but this is really cute.
Mahuki. That is cute. What is Mahuki?
I don't know.
Well, let me write it down. Mahuki is ma plus something that would be O-U-K-I.
That's right.
Okay, so we'll keep that in mind. We need a noun for O-U-K-I. Okay, we have a note going on.
Okay. So.
Nice.
Oh. What about that ka thing, remember? Oh, except Maui has, right. Yeah, so we need another one, and it's just going to be high tones. So like, I don't know. What do we got? E, S, ma. Maybe, I don't know.
Sorry, what are you doing?
We're trying to decide what our next prefix is going to be.
Did it need to be, it could be low tones, it's just that they had to be the same tones.
In this case, they need to be high tones because what happens with the glide is that it turns the prefix into a low tone. So if it was already a low tone, you wouldn't see that. So in this case, it does just for the exemplar.
It needs to be high tones.
It needs to be high. So.
Okay. Oh, Applesauce Project is saying the O-U-K-I should be dog.
Okay. I like that.
Okay, dog.
You got it.
So, Mabuki is a terrifying dog. Oh my god, but that sounds like is going to be a cute dog.
Oh, I know, but that's the thing. All this stuff is going to sound so terrifying to the mice.
But it's going to
be
to
everybody
so
else, it just sounds so cute.
Okay, what is OU together? It just becomes a U, right? So
That's
this
right.
would be two high tones, uki,
And
that is dog. Okay, that's uki.
Let's do something for a word. Something that's one of these three. So like, I don't know. Bayou, boyu, uyu, something like that. I don't know. It doesn't need necessarily to start with a B, but it needs to start with something other than M, E, or S.
You know what's interesting? We
What?
have all four. We can get some nya and na at the beginning of words. We don't restrict them.
This is true. You want to do a na word?
Yeah.
All right. I know that's a really big favorite of yours, having word initial na.
Yeah, but isn't the best way to get good at it to practice? This is why we have some adjectives in here, including the. As I spit.
Very nice.
Very. No. Yeah, I'll work on it. Hey, let's get this nga word.
You got it, Nessie.
Do we want ngaya or what was it? Or
I don't know. Ngayu, moyu. Ngayu?
I like ngayu, but do we have too many ahs?
Nah.
Okay. Ngayu.
Ngayu.
Applesauce Project, I agree. I have a shot at being able to pronounce some of it, so that's exciting. I think I like that. Oh god, that's gonna be fine. Oh, too close.
Do you, hold on. Do you think that yi should change to ji? It's a front vowel. It's a rounded vowel, but it is a front vowel. I feel like the W is changing to the. Does it change just before the high, or?
I think it is.
Or is it for O as well?
I think it's just the.
No, it changes in front of the other rounded as well. That's got to be ngaji.
No, I think it's rounding. Put a W in front of a Y.
Oh no, absolutely. It changes because of the rounding. So that would become ngavi. But why is the ya changing to a ja? It's changing in front of frontness.
But it's unrounded.
It doesn't matter. It's not.
It does matter. I thought we specifically wrote the rule this way.
It absolutely does not. Look, because look, Jess. Look, ah is unrounded as well. It's not changing to ja in front of unrounded things. It's changing to ja in front of front
unrounded
things.
front things. E and A, U and O.
There's nothing about rounding in there.
No, there's not, but we had a discussion about it while we
No,
were
so
doing it.
that means that we left one out.
No, there is no proto-Y.
There isn't. But
And this happens so early on that the Y doesn't exist yet. The Y doesn't exist until you're down here.
oh my goodness. You're right.
What was that?
You're right. It just feels like maybe we should run that sound change again. So we go from ngayi to ngaji.
Oh my gosh. No, so Arturo, there is no adjective V. There is an adjective F though that I will, and yes, you are absolutely right, Cupcake Parade. I said your name wrong. Okay. But the question remains though, is ngayu
Ngayi.
exactly too close to the ma prefix that we just did? So should we do like no instead of na?
No you. No you. No you. Get it. But yeah, maybe you're right.
Just if nothing else, to at least have like ma and mo.
Yeah.
we still get high tones.
Yeah. All right, let's do it. Okay, no in front of chiki becomes ni. Michiki, michi. Oh boy, gosh, I'm having a really hard time staggering the non-ejectives and the ejectives. Michiki, michiki. Nope, michiki. That's how you do it. And this, oh, it's got to mean something.
Yeah, it does need to mean something. Something noun-ish that can become adjectival.
Yeah, so no. Yeah, so our word is no. Let's.
I think.
Oh right. Oh, you're there. Cool.
I am there. I'm getting ready to type what we think it should mean. I think earlier there were some suggestions that I like to grass, wind, bush, stream, water, moon.
Did you both just type water wet at the same time? Horse big. Well, I don't know. There might not be horses about.
Right. And then Miles, dirt, dirty.
Trajectory. Mud.
Arturo, trash, delicious. They aren't possums.
No. What about? I kind of like that. You know, dirt, dirty, or mud. I like it for mud better.
I do too, because I feel like because they live in the dirt, they wouldn't necessarily see that as what we would quote think of as dirty, whereas mud would get stuck to their fur. And that would be, and they would track it. They would track it around in a much more difficult way to get rid of.
Yeah, no,
Cheese, holy. I like, oh, cheese, precious, nice.
Okay, so this is Dirty Mouse.
No wonder you can't say the word. It's
dirty.
Okay.
And so then all we need to do is flip these around, because now this is becoming no. Except no. All high tone.
Okay.
With a ya instead of a ja. Because that's the way we like it. We both of us.
Ooh, I like that.
Modifier.
Yeah, I'll work on those. I don't know. Would they use their tails to whip at others? Why not? Maybe.
Reminds me of Redwall.
Redwall is much more violent than I thought it would be. I've never read it before.
Neither did I.
And
quite violent.
Yeah. And I overheard some reading time with Meridian where I was like, whoa, what happened?
Yeah, so Aaron's reading Redwall to Meridian. And that was, I mean, my first exposure was the PBS series, the cartoon.
Never saw that.
Yeah, well, it's, I don't know if it was for PBS, but that's where I saw it. And it is quite dry. Like, I don't know, just very slow paced.
The book is not.
Yeah, and so like there's this rat named Clooney, which of course makes me think of George Clooney. So I'm thinking of him the entire time, but apparently he uses his tail to whip people.
And you just found out that George Clooney was in Friends.
But also we know why. Like it wasn't like, oh, here is ER, this established show trying to help out Friends. They were debuting at the same time,
and so they were helping each other.
And so that means that Friends and ER are a part of the Mad About universe.
Yes.
Yes.
To get back to here, Mini, the je is not epenthetic. It's because of its location. The ya goes to je in front of e and e.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Jake says, but their tails are like their spines, so they would be sensitive. Apparently, in Redwall universe, it's not such a big problem.
Well, I don't know if it makes a difference that Clooney's a rat
But
as
we
opposed
can
to a mouse.
we can decide that for ourselves.
Yeah.
Arturo says dirty seed is very evocative. It should be used as a metaphor for something, like something that seems felicious, but will kill you. Felicitous, maybe.
It also feels like this should mean something in Meniche.
Oh, it should, because the seed is like
Mm-hmm.
their song, their power.
Okay.
Nice.
But then I think this is complete, right?
No, people are talking about food and I'm hungry. Okay. That's unfortunate. Wait, did we complete something? Should we celebrate?
I think we should.
I think we should. Speaking of being hungry. This is the snack of champions right here. Well, a snack of conlanging champions anyway, right?
Mm-hmm. You bet.
Cheers.
I'm going to... My body is going to respond to this like food. I just know it because it's that kind of a day.
Because you need to eat more?
Probably. Oh, I got 2 little cookie cubbits.
Cupcake parade, I agree. Cheese, peanut butter crackers, that all sounds very good right now.
Copico, ridged for my pleasure.
You're fired. You no longer get to come up with slogans.
I'm so good at it.
I think that's your worst one yet. Only second. Oh, the only one that comes close is the one that now I can't remember exactly how you word it. But people know what I'm talking about. That was next to his worst one.
Crystallized ginger.
Minnie says that was horrible, David. I love it.
Yeah.
And you see Agodog? Ruined start. Maybe that could be what dirty seed means. Like a bad start to something. That's kind of fun.
That's an interesting idea. I'm trying to, let me read this. Matisse, I just like combos of ya and je too much to change one into another. Well, good note. That's actually made me think of something.
Good question, Juniper. Yeah, I guess at some point all seeds need to be dirty.
You want to know something fun?
No.
Oh, I think you're gonna like this. I think you're gonna like this a lot. Okay. Moimana, wait. I'm sorry, Moyu becomes Moyu. Now, let's say that we had another word like this.
Because it has something in front of it.
We have y and j. In fact, here, if we want to go ahead and do the same tone.
Ooh!
That's something's not right about that.
No, I think it is.
Oh, you are.
Yes, because the UR becomes wa.
Oh, you are. Okay, but then what becomes?
But I think we have a rule that kills it. But just a second, did that make it in there? Didn't we have a rule that killed 2 glides?
I feel like that's gonna get re-syllabified.
8 glides are deleted after nasals and approximants. So it should be like no ya.
No, yeah. Okay. So is Graham watching? If so, you got work to be done. Also, what's this?
It's rule number 8.
What's this grave accent that's coming over the W? That's gonna change. Okay, here. This will do it. What the?
You're like, this will do it. And every time it's like, nope. Because I think it lowers before the end. Because the nasals cause lowering of the vowels.
We did that?
Yeah, scroll down.
In this language?
Scroll down. There's a whole nasal chart. You scrolled way too far. There.
Oh my god. Alright, fine. Fine. There. There. Minimal pair. Ngoji and ngoji.
Okay, so the glide killer should come after the wa. Because OA comes wa first and then glide killer happens after that.
Alright.
But I know you're on it.
Jessie, do you like this? We have minimal pairs here. Ngoji, ngoji.
Yeah, why not? Did you expect me not to like it?
Yeah.
Because you don't like it? But I already knew you didn't like the yi.
Alright. Alright. That's
okay,
good.
so
Oh, here she comes. She's a glide killer.
so the OA to wa is indeed rule 5, but the glide decimation is rule 8. That's the one I'm looking at.
Drag him. Alright.
No, it was somebody else who made a comment. No, I'm not dragging anybody. I'm just saying that
Yeah.
this is what happened.
Code of simplification. And the UR to WA. Tone insertion, velarization, glide decimation. Glides are deleted after nasals and approximates. That means glides too. There we go.
Because it's both liquids and glides.
Yeah.
I mean, the liquid should be dead at that point in that location, but yeah.
All right.
I just saw why you were singing that song. Good job, Arturo.
Yeah.
The protoform that was causing the problem. David took it away.
I did. I'm gonna put it back. No, you're. But yeah, also what's your deal with that grave accent over the W?
Because it's part of the diphthong.
Is that
I think technically.
how that's done? Do I have anything that produces a ya? We do. ER.
So the glide is deleted.
Let's see it. Oh! Grave accent over the ja. Whoa.
See, diphthong.
Crazy.
Okay, but stop there a second. So Graham, the glide that follows another glide should be deleted. So
The
that should
second
be ngoya. The W should be deleted from that top one.
Yeah, and this one should be ngosha.
And that's because of
Palatals being deleted after palatals. Or something.
that would be rule 10, as long as the ja is coded as palatal, right?
Yeah, but also even if it's a sequence of ya, that's still gonna kill the second ya. So either way, it should be gone.
Can't click it. So those top two should be ngoya and ngoja.
Right.
No, the palatal simplification, or what did we call it? Yeah, palatal simplification, rule 10, should delete the ya in the second example.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
perfect.
Good. Okay, so what we're doing right now is we're going to finish up these prefixes. So we have classes A, B, C, and D, and the question is, do we need any more? Because these things can combine, right? So for example, these were only high tone prefixes because we needed them to be high tone prefixes so that you could see the various differences. But voicing class, flight class, fortifying class, devoicing
I
class.
thought we were supposed to have a tone class.
class.
Because that was the entire thing that got us started on this.
Yep. Okay, let's do it. Okay.
I like how on Twitter someone made a promise that today we were going to get around to number. And we're still on prefixes.
Who was that? Was that Pete Blakely?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Was that actually a part of Bibloradian's $100,000 Q&A?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Bibloradian, big fan. Listen, when are Dave and Jesse going to get to nominal number? And he says, good question. That's actually going to be in today's episode of LangTime Studio, so everybody please tune in. That's not how his voice sounds.
I was going to say, that didn't sound like Bib, but
No.
okay.
It's not
Cool.
a voice sound, but... Alright.
Okay, so
So Arturo's putting the diaresis over the W. Then he put a hot check over the W. No, wait. Hot check or brev? Hold on. I gotta take my glasses off. Or I'm just going every kind of blind. I think it's a hot check. And Matei says, now you're just falling into decadence, Arturo. And
yes.
absolutely. It's a bird's face. Ooh, voiceless W.
Don't get too sidetracked.
There is a trem. Read a trema. That's the one that tells you it's the one that doesn't have the stress in poetry.
Okay. I'm just typing notes as I wait for us to catch up and get to the tone section where it kind of comes into play.
The place, the thing. No, it's not actually. It's another one, isn't it? It's the other one. It's the other one. Okay. Okay. Look, we're gonna call this. Let's see.
Now I really want a real snack. It's okay.
Okay.
Cupcake Parade. I watched this video. He made that announcement between the language stuff and the alien biology stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
So this is going to be called. I mean, the sensible thing to call it would be the tone matching class, but we could call it the tintinnabulation class.
You are not. You can call it a tintinnabulation. Okay. If you can't see, if you couldn't see his full face on that view, it was something.
Oh, Juniper, take it one step further. Put another U in front of it.
Not that one. Okay.
Tintinnabulation. Everybody knows what that is. If you played Final Fantasy 3/6, Final Fantasy 3 in the US, Final Fantasy 6 in the actual numbering, because there were the tintinnabulation shoes, which gave you money every step you took.
And apparently Bib did a Cockney accent while doing it.
Oi, I'm Bibloradian. I think, is that closer to his real accent?
No. For anyone who hasn't.
We're going to talk aliens now. That
Good
was really
Lord.
bad. That was really
Good
bad.
Lord. That
Tone
is.
matching class.
Okay, thank you. That's much better. I'd even put a hyphen between the two. I'd hyphenate
I mean,
them
you
up.
would.
I would. That's why I said I would, and then I kept my sentence going.
All right. this class with disharmonic tone patterns in the at the credit stage
Oh my
features.
goodness.
See?
I'm exhausted because I taught all day. I don't know why you think you get to be exhausted.
Sitting on the couch.
Freddie says, please don't do that accent, David. Please don't.
Australian.
Yes, that was a bit of chimney.
Speaking of somebody whose actual accent is British but sounds fake. Okay, so in Notting Hill, there's the guy at the end who asks, he's the one that's asked to repeat his question at the very end when he asks Julia Roberts how long she plans to be staying in England. His accent sounds fake to me. You know that part, right?
I do, but like I don't know the accent. Like
Really?
I know.
And
I know the part in the movie.
the thing is that the thing that I'm forgetting is the character name of Julia Roberts.
Isn't it Anna something?
Anna?
No, not Winter. That's funny. Anna. Okay, you type.
Right.
You type. Anna Scott.
Anna Scott, of course. Oh, Anna, how long do you plan to stay in England? It's like, it sounds really fake.
Arturo, you're right. She's just a girl. Keanu Reeves should not do any other accents. You're right, Cupcake Parade.
Saw that one recently.
Okay.
Prefixes whose tones change. No, I'm sorry. Whose tone will match the following tone of the word to which it is prefixed.
No.
No?
You have it typed two different ways. Go up there. Here it says that kanna will maintain its high tone in front of a low tone and a low tone in front of a high tone. But
Yep.
then down here, you say the exact opposite.
You see any difference between those two words?
Yeah, the patterns, but why would that matter? Go up so they can see what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
but like that was the whole point. So they're two different classes. They're two different classes.
Oh, we have a tone matching and a tone
Yes.
assimilating.
Yes. Okay, so this one is the tone matching class.
And then we need a tone mismatching class.
With and so the matching class is low high, right?
Matching class is low high, correct. Mismatching class is high low. Oh, good lord, this is gonna be.
Okay, low high tone pattern. This tone will match the following tone of the word to which they are. Yes. I mean, it's not the clearest way of writing it.
It works. Okay, and then we're gonna need a class F. Okay. Really want some Doritos right now. Craving some Doritos. Okay, so we need some prefixes, and then do we have any? None of our words we came up with are actually low tone, are they?
So we need a low high tone.
Oh, nata.
Okay.
Doesn't mean anything yet, but we have it. And then we have high low. What's that? Oh, eta is seed.
Okay, so first we need low high.
Okay, low, high. We have a root that was suggested a couple weeks ago. Narta becomes nata,
Okay.
and so that could be our prefix.
It's, yeah.
And then we can use kana for the other one because we had that and somebody said it needed to mean something. So we'll make it mean something.
Okay.
Thank you, Graham. He fixed the Lexergy.
Woo! Okay, so what could narta at the proto stage mean?
So something, somebody had said like water to wet. If we want to go ahead and do like some sort of wet thing.
Oh yeah.
Let's do water.
Yeah, that could work.
Because nata sounds like a good thing for water.
Oh yeah. No, yeah.
Beautiful. That is sexy.
Love it. All right. Okay. Poor little wet mouse. And then and now something begins with a high tone and
Awesome.
And then we need ones that begin with vowels. The vowel begins with a high tone, a vowel begins with a low tone.
Do you just want vowel? You don't want something with a consonant in front of it?
At this stage, yes, because now I'm going to do
snail.
I. Hold on a sec. Hold on. So this is going to become, because this is just the voicing class, right? And so, Nuffy, wet eye. All right, snail. E, so it becomes na.
What's that?
Maybe not. Maybe this isn't a good example.
Why not? Because now you have to tell your sister that her name essentially means wet snail.
Oh my gosh! Now I really want to do it. No, this is the reason, because essentially the stage of this would be not right, Lee, right?
Yeah.
And then this would be coming out, art, right? And then, so it's like the R would be here, which is the lowering environment. Because the consonant that's inserted before the vowel is the T, not the R. We can just say that we're ignoring it.
So what you're saying is this, if it's problematic, the whole prefix is problematic.
Yeah, we need something else that just has a low tone for a different reason, but on the other hand, there's no way that you can get a low tone except
With some sort of approximate.
or with some sort of a coda.
Yeah.
And so there will always be the environment that's giving it the low tone when the consonant is appearing. Because the consonant that's going to appear is the onset, which will leave the consonant before it, which is the triggering environment. So we have two options here, and I'd love your opinion on it, and if you want, we could make a poll out of it. There are two options here. One we just say, whatever, the tone matching pattern is so powerful that it's just going to overtake it. So even when there's a consonant here, it's still going to do tone matching. That's option 1. Option 2, it only tone matches when it's the CV form, not when it's the CVC form.
Because then it would be here potentially not to be.
Yeah, because this is...
So it would be a hemi-matching class.
Yeah.
Hemi waiver. Okay. Like.
Nice.
Okay. My vote is that it only matches half the time, which is going to make it super confusing.
Yes, it will.
And I kind of hate it, but it makes sense. Or do we, yeah, you're right. Maybe we just want to say, like, at some point speakers regularized it because they were like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, no.
It's the same adjective.
Yeah.
And so, okay, okay, now I'm changing my mind back. It's going to be a fully matching class because, yeah.
You want to phone a friend? Or poll the
I like
audience?
that.
Or do a 50-50?
Arturo says that it looks like I have antlers.
Oh, yeah. Antlers.
Nice. Arturo. There's always the environment that's giving it the low tone, also known as seasonal depression.
Yeah. And see, Alk says the problem is that that's the mice we're talking about, and can you imagine the mice saying that it's too complicated? Let's regularize it.
That's true.
I'm
going to put a poll up.
All right, here we go. I'm excited for this one.
Okay.
Can't wait to see how you work this.
You would. How? Okay. In the wet snail example, should the prefix match tone by analogy?
Or leave it complex, maybe?
Or a low tone because protoform. Damn it! We went too long.
Really?
Yeah, I have to cut.
6 letters.
Should the prefix match tone or have
Or just delete have a.
low tone from the coda? Yes. Oh my god, came
Okay.
in one.
Okay.
Okay, and so it should either be high, no, matching. Let's do matching.
Matching tone. Matching from analogy, maybe? Or, I guess, slash analogy.
Okay. And then
Low tone.
low tone before all vowels.
Yes.
Okay. So you have to look at the wet snail example.
Yeah.
Whew, this is tough.
Yeah. Here, maybe I can write this out. So.
So if you don't understand the question, don't vote until David finishes
Yeah.
writing. But I'm gonna go ahead and put it up because if you understand, then you're good to vote. But this is the wet snail, and we're deciding whether it should be naturally or naturally, and that's what we're trying to decide.
And this is option 2. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
What did you just do?
I don't know. There we go. Option 1. And so option 1, analogy forces tone matching. It stays the same.
And option 2 is because its protoform would have had that tone lowering R. This is specifically for any time it's added to a base beginning with a vowel. If it begins with a consonant, it's going to match tone. The question is, should we have it do different things before consonants and vowels? And so if you go with analogy, what you're saying is we're all recognizing that technically when it comes before a vowel, it should go in low tone no matter what, regardless of what tone comes after it. What we're saying though is that it's going to become tone matching because that happens in front of any base beginning with a consonant.
Seasonal affective tonality. This impacts when prefixes of this variety are prefixed to words that begin with a vowel.
Yes.
Because only in that situation is the consonant going to emerge. Just press on it again, Astavi. Got 25 votes in from 28 viewers.
Oh, did you vote?
I did.
Tell you what, I'm getting ripped off. You should at least ask my opinion, you know.
But what if I don't want your opinion?
Flick you in the ear.
Press on the poll again. Just because the poll up top, just press on it again and it'll expand.
Like the little blue box. German speakers couldn't imagine anything more natural than a wet snail. And borrowed a word from mice, so natürlich was born. I love it. I love it. Yes, that is exactly where natürlich came from.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I also cannot wait for you to tell your sister about it.
I'm telling you, Astavi, like I'm doing it on mobile. Like here. Like I can actually show this, right? Here.
Well, yeah, because it's just...
Like, you can see here. Is it on the screen? Here, I guess.
No? Maybe? Oh, there it is. Now it is.
Yeah,
I just had to wait for video.
There's
to
a
catch
blue
up.
box there. Now it's smallerized and now it's expanded. There you go. Okay.
All right. So we have more votes than viewers, so I think we're good. And matching tone by analogy is winning by enough that we definitely. So we're going to match tone by analogy.
Yeah. Uberless. All right. So then that's done, and we need a word that begins with a vowel and a low tone.
And I'm going to take from our roots that were suggested that got 8 votes. I'm going to say odwe. Onsoe becomes odwe.
Okay.
We need a word for it because otherwise we don't otherwise have a word that starts with a vowel with a low tone. So this was, again, one of our patron suggested roots for not, and so we're going to make it something. In Ragdoll, I'm sorry you didn't get to vote, but it also was far enough apart that a vote would not have changed the results. And so that was, at that point, it was, no matter how people voted after that point, it was going to stay the same. Matching tone was going to win. And what should odwe mean? What does that inspire for you, odwe?
Something like piece of furniture. You know what I mean?
For me, I was thinking path.
That could, boy, because path. We might end up using that grammatically. You prepared to send us down that path?
I am down the old way. I am.
All right.
Oh, dark horse.
What path?
Where did that come from? Dark horse. I don't know where the horse came from. But turtle. We do need a word for turtle at some point.
My fingers weren't on home keys, and so I think I produced a tabaha word.
Yeah, you did.
All right.
But yeah, I
Okay.
do like the word. We do need a word for turtle at some point because I do love turtles.
Okay. So that's the tone matching class, and now we have
Tone mismatching class.
tone. I mean, if you think that's okay, then
Differentiating. Dissimilating. I mean, but at that point, shouldn't it be the tone assimilating class instead of the tone matching class? I mean, if we're going to do this all the way. Okay, I think we're going to have... How do we get... Because the example was kana. Now, how do we get kana to be high-low if we do want to have that as a prefix? Like for protoform.
oh, kanar or something like that, right? Because I don't think that changes the quality of the vowel.
I don't see either,
Yeah, kanar. Kanar.
but- Okay, so what should kanar, which becomes kana. What should kana mean? Oh, Miles! Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That was Miles' suggestion for the protoform and whatnot. And his name turned into path or way in the possum language. And so this is Miles. You are all about the path. Yes.
Miles of path.
Yes. Okay, kana. What about well, okay, Minnie wants to dibs the word for turtle. So yeah, get your suggestion and get your name in, Minnie, whatever name you want. And Miles, your name literally is a unit of distance. Yes, yes. What about, okay, so something, because this needs to become an adjective. I'm thinking of all sorts of wonderful little things, but at
least we can make the forms.
yeah, you can. Like, of course, we could do something like rock, meaning hard.
Yes, we can. That's the easy one.
Be the word for dog, meaning loud.
I thought the word for dog was uki.
It is. Never mind. See, I was just making sure you remembered. Oh, yeah, Cupcake Parade also said stone hard.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Stone, rock. I guess I should be like also meaning like hard. I should add these like adjective names.
All right.
Cool. Mud also means dirty. Water also means wet when it's a prefix. Snail was slow. And barley corn was small. I think that's all we have. Okay, so I got all those on. Cool. Okay, so
Alright.
that's all that we need, right?
Yes. Okay, and the reason that we were doing this first was because it was hopefully going to give us a bit of an idea of what we were going to do when it came to doing our suffixes, which is where we're going to now because
Thank goodness.
we are doing noun number, just like you saw on Biblaridian's Q&A. All right, let me get rid of that.
And Minnie, did you check the protoform? Would that just be M-I-N-I in the protoform? Her name is going to mean turtle.
Me?
Uh-huh.
I don't think that it would change. I think it would just be two high tones.
Because from what I see, it looks like you have a high and a low tone Minnie, and so I just want to make sure
Yeah, it's
I have the intended protoform that you
Yeah.
wanted to result.
it'll be two high tones. If you want to do something else, like if you want to get closer to your name in the protoform, it will be low tone, high tone. Oh, and an many, so probably don't want that. So never mind.
And so you just let me know, Minnie, and I'm on the chat and I will fix it up here, but I do have it as turtle in the document.
Actually, if you want high-low, this would be how to do it. M-I-N-I-J. That'll give us
And of course,
mini.
the J is for your Minnie. Oh, but two high tones is fine. Okay.
All right.
So Minnie is turtle.
All right, there we go. Okay. Next.
Miles, your name suggestions can end up coming like this through chat during an episode. They can come in the Patreon live streams if you happen to be there. They could also be sent through messages and Patreon. And I think those are the main ways people get them to us.
You also just send us emails.
Email too, yeah.
Like we actually have LangTime Studio at gmail.com. Send stuff there. Minnie said she liked what I did, so I changed it.
Oh wait, with a J?
Yeah.
Oh, you changed it, and I am adding.
Oh, nice.
Okay, and oh, wait, I'm just okay.
Yep.
It's all just gonna stay the same.
And there
Protoform
it
is N-I-N-I-J.
Yep.
And the modern form is a high tone followed by a low tone. There we go. Meaning is turtle.
Dark Horse, you came in late. So
Added on 8/26.
So Dark Horse, to catch you up, the poll was very contentious, or not contentious. It was just it was very close. And what happened was your suggestion and Megan's suggestion tied. And then we decided to put it to a vote and say, you know, which one of those two do you want to win? And that vote came out as a tie. And so what we decided was that the Karen word, the kele, is going to be not, and then Megan's suggestion, sorsa, is going to be swaza, is going to be cherry, so they're both going to be used in morphology. And that's what we are doing now. So
there we go. Okay, now I got it all color coded the way you color code it. Okay,
okay, so
I'm ready now. I'm back. I was adding in that.
So I'm going to go down to the noun number part because we're right here. So do we not have a word for litter?
No.
335. I'm old, but maybe not. We just needed.
Okay. Miles, I gotcha. All right, so I'm just actually gonna see if it will let me copy and paste. Yes. There we go.
Oh, that's a nice suggestion.
And so Miles, I'm getting that information in now while David takes over the conversation on litter.
Okay, well, I'm going to do that, but I am going to mention that the suggestion that Dark Horse keeps putting forward might actually come to fruition this time. And that is putting modifiers on nouns for tense. Like, it'll show up somehow in this language probably, because the modifier is going to show up on everything everywhere at all times. Oh, you got my suggestion.
Yeah, I'm typing it. I've got it in the document saved that. Oh god, of course it has an adjective, but KD is fine, and it will potentially mean long.
Also, shout out to your sister for having the name Kinsey.
But is your sister's name Kinsey or Katie? Were you going for Katie, like Katie? Or were you going for the protoform to match your name?
Oh.
Katie. Low tone followed by high tone.
Okay.
And that means fine.
So for litter, here's my recommendation. Either have it start with a vowel, or have it start with a wide. That'll make things interesting.
Oh, it is? Okay, so it's for Mackenzie. Nice. Okay.
Not Mackenzie?
Well, that's what it is now.
You have to start using that with her and see if she eventually picks up on it. Hey, Mackenzie, how's it going?
All right.
Mackenzie will be terrifying vine. Nice.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing. Okay. Minnie just called you out.
What?
Have it start with a vowel or have it start with a consonant?
No, glide.
Oh, okay. All right, so I wasn't paying attention to what you were saying to them while I was typing in Miles' stuff.
That's fine.
So what are we doing?
No,
Okay.
just having fun. Okay, so
Noel says IUNO, which I believe would be what, Uno? Which I, of course, approve of.
yeah, it's not a bad idea. You know.
Sounds so cute. You know.
Jeez. Hold on a sec. Is that right? Hang on a minute.
What are you checking?
We did have that. With that, it's written right there. Alright. I mean, it could be interesting.
Dark Horse says Riri.
For the litter?
Well, I'm guessing, otherwise Dark Horse is randomly just putting in a protoform, but I believe the discussion was on litter, was it not? Oh, you specifically wanted to glide, right? Not like a...
I did, but, yeah. I did. Because I thought that interesting things could happen if you had glide.
Or would you want it to be that Wazo?
Oh, wait a minute. We're doing IPA here, aren't we?
We've got a mix. Juniper says, how about beauty? Art is not a glide, it is a liquid. Oh, yeah. Juniper was like, you could just combine them. Really? Oh, no, it's Vogi.
And then
It'd be an R. Yeah. Oh, ow.
Sorry.
No, you did nothing. I was scooching up in my seat and my arm fell off the armrest while I put my weight on it, and it like whooshed my skin. It's a technical term. Does it ruin things to have the "v" there, or did you just want the protoform?
No, it was just the protoform.
Yeah, Minnie, it really felt like my arm fell off. One month after you know.
You want to put up these forms as a poll?
Patreon poll or
No,
poll
no.
here?
Poll here. I have an idea what to do for the Patreon poll.
Okay. We have,
Can you copy and paste?
I can try.
Ooh, I think that's Erin. Erin's coming over for dinner tonight.
Doesn't she should use her key and just come right in.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, I'm trying to copy and paste, making a poll. David left. He will be back. Almost got our final option. Okay. All right, everybody. Get ready. The poll is coming up. And the copy paste method worked, which is awesome. Hey! And we have some preemptive hellos to you
Hello.
in chat. So
I don't know where it is anymore. It's not
oh,
there.
it's down here now.
Hi.
So it's very weird because anytime we're actually looking at the document itself, it looks like we're looking up at the sky.
It's ceiling language. It's the language of heaven.
And it's really a mouse language, so we should be. But anyway.
Down below. Or maybe it's because mice are so small, everything is up.
Everything.
Yeah. But I was going to bring you a sample of that caramel popcorn, but I might have eaten it on the way. It's so good!
Okay, so Erin made caramel popcorn for me tonight, and I'm so excited. Lots of bonjours and hellos.
Greetings.
And Megan says, Erin looks beautiful today.
Oh, thank you. I came from work. Which is why I was like, well, I leave now. I know I'll end up crashing the end of your stream if there's no traffic, but on the positive side, then there's no traffic. So.
Which is always good.
Yeah, and at some point in time there is going to be a couch back there, but apparently it's like 2 months on back order.
Like everything at IKEA is back ordered right now.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So
As a side note,
Yeah.
like Empire's like, you mean there's not a giant IPA chart on the wall above the computer that you keep staring at?
IKEA chart in the sky.
Dark Horse, holy shit. So Dark Horse just said Erin kind of reminds me of Janet from The Good Place. And
That was my Halloween costume last year.
it was so good. She had.
We need to put that picture.
That's right.
If you allow a shared picture on Discord for our patrons, they should see it because you look so cute.
Well, thank you. Yeah, no, we can put that up.
Yeah, and she had these miniature
Cactuses.
Yes.
And they were magnetic, so I magneted them to my bra straps so that I could ask, if somebody asked me for something, I could turn around and turn back with a cactus in my hand. and then tell them that I had the thing and then hand them the cactus. It was a really solid bit, except nobody at the party we went to had watched The Good Place. So, yeah, that was a real bummer. There was like 2 people who I just went around all night like, do you need anything? So that they could tell me to get something so that I could give them cactus.
Okay, so yes.
Let me stop making you not
Okay,
work.
but wait, we're only missing 1 vote.
Yeah, I think we're done. So
okay. Oh, well, we have a clear winner. So honestly, if you haven't voted yet, sorry. If you didn't want to vote for who the clear winner was, that is.
Warp
is the winner.
Yeah. By the way, like.
Yes, it sure is.
My hair looks awful with this new camera angle, and it's just terrible.
Well, you could mount it a little bit higher right here.
Yeah.
The extra inch or 2 might help.
Actually.
Well, actually, we could stick it on something that puts it right at the angle you want.
Hold on a sec.
Arturo says Janet is the opposite of Anna from Notting Hill because she's not a girl. Oh wow, you're testing.
What do you think?
I mean,
that's a little better, actually.
Sure.
What?
Your hair was not.
It was
perfect. It was perfect.
Want to talk about your hair not looking good? You shouldn't have turned around.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, cruel.
But yeah, no, like it could like tape up there. Okay, I'll work on that. I'll work on that for next time.
Dark Horse says Aaron could mean treasure or cactus.
Ooh.
In the language.
Oh. No, it means peace or Ireland. Very confused.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do for the big poll.
Yes.
For the patron poll. So what it's gonna be is like there's gonna be different ways of doing these suffixes. Basically, how much stuff to include. Okay, and actually, we do have 12 minutes. I could try to go into some options. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, go ahead and outline the options. I am going.
Yeah.
Ragdoll says put a bunch of phone books under the screen. Option. And Arturo, there is an R in the proto form of the language, but it disappears by the time it gets to the modern form. If it's a coda, it's completely wiped out. If it is an onset, it turns into an L across the board.
See, it's like you don't want to put anything on there. Okay. All right.
And so, what are our options that you're thinking?
Okay.
And you want to make them purple because that is our poll color.
Good idea. Let's just make this whole thing purple. That's too big.
I know it is.
Okay, here we go. So, option 1 would be something very simple.
And Arturo, you're absolutely right.
So something like and then okay, very, very simple, but then there's, I guess I should put these horizontally, yeah. Option 2.
If that works for you.
Okay. Do like, how do you do the hat check one?
Oh, for
like,
the IPA keyboard? Or are you on?
But like, so this would be low, high,
right?
Something like tone changing, basically.
Would it be tone matching like the prefix or no?
I don't remember.
Okay.
And same thing here.
Would be some sort of tone shiftiness.
The opposite tone changey one. And then this one would be, probably end up being just.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like voy would just become voy. V. Because I think oi becomes U, right?
I believe so. I'm
Yeah.
gonna double check that while you
Okay.
maybe make an option 3 because you seem to like.
Yeah. Option 3.
Sorry. And that one came from an OU. We didn't really. Oh wait, you wanted oi, so like OI. No. OI becomes way, OU becomes oo. And so depending on how you wanted.
OI becomes way,
Yeah.
but OU becomes.
Oo, just regular oo. Now, if you want OY, that, so it depends on whether you're using the proto-form or the more modern form.
Yeah, the OY becomes
E. I just didn't know whether you wanted the proto-O-roop or whether you wanted
Let's make
the
it
modern.
let's make it very old so that it would be the proto. Okay, and then with this one, what's happening is that the final vowel is dropping first, and so it's leaving swaz as a suffix or source.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, source, yeah, and then care, and then war. Actually, war. Huh. War.
So would this be like, okay, so here we would have source become swa.
Yeah.
Care, K-E-R, right? This is,
I think this would become blue as well.
K-E-R should become kya.
It should?
E-R becomes ea, becomes ya.
Well, how about that?
And then W-O-R would just be wa.
Right, but it's actually W-O-R-U.
W-O-R-U.
And so
Okay.
then I was going to have the R drop out, and then it just became vu again.
Okay.
Swakya, vu.
Oh my gosh, that's cute.
It's kind of cute.
Swakya.
And then,
Okay.
I think that's it. So, since we do have some time, let's look at the tone changing thing again. So
But did it matter that it was prefix versus suffix? Because
it might, yes. I just want to see, low high is assimilating, high low is dissimilating, so I'll just write that somewhere.
Where are you scrolling?
Okay, so this.
There's no rhyme or reason. He scrolls where he wants to scroll.
Darn right I do. All right, low. Low high equals assimilating, high low equals dissimilating. Okay, so the theory behind what I was originally suggesting was like so okay, assimilating. And then no wait. That's what it should be.
Yes.
So this one, it's and then it's yeah. It was just like you were alighting over this part, and so it was just gonna kind of glom on. So because you need to get to that one, and then yeah. Whereas this one, it's because the high tone was special. And this one, the low wasn't getting. Okay. All right. So if we were going the other way, let's do some actual words. So we have
did
and eta.
were you wanting to choose from the actual examples that we had from up above?
I did. So. And then we also have
I forgot you. I would have been so stealthy.
I like that.
Aaron's over there taking pictures of us, and
I'm
sure.
just documenting
I'm
the new setup. That's all.
Right. I feel like I have a very funny facial expression in that one.
Not as funny as Dave's first look, which was like, "The fuck you do." I'm sorry. I just made your stream not PG-13.
Okay. I think this is going to be matching similarly.
Okay, so low high will be. It'd be very convenient if high low became dissimilating.
Yeah. So it's going to be the same.
Okay, that makes it very convenient. Okay.
Okay, so then it's exactly the same, right?
Read the comments.
What?
Start with Minnie's comment, then go to Matesa's comment.
Okay.
Aaron,
Yeah.
start with Minnie's comment, go to Matesa's. Okay.
Yeah. Well, and we're well past the first day, so you can have off-screen, outdoor. It's all good.
Okay.
Oh my word.
All right, there we go. Okay. Those are the three options.
Whew.
That is the poll. If you were a patron.
And Ragdoll says her son is not only not in the room, but ignores her own cussing, so we're good for now.
Yeah. Every time somebody apologizes after cussing in front of her, and I'm just like, yeah, she's heard so much worse.
Yeah, it's done. It's done for her. The only thing we have to be careful of is when she starts cussing at school in front of teachers, because it's like, what? This is just what adults do.
Though a couple of times she's tried to say it back to me, and I'm like, excuse me, what did you say? And she's like, nothing. So she knows. She knows it's something adults can say, but kids cannot. Because she immediately was just like, I didn't, what? No. Bread? Something.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, I guess.
I think we have our patron poll.
Yeah.
We actually talked about number today, which was promised on Twitter.
Yep.
We've got new words. We finished the adjectival prefix classes. I think.
Don't forget to give everybody a thrill with some on-screen cussing or off-screen cussing.
I almost cussed in one of my students. I don't know.
Miles. Miles.
Good Floridian, just as I promised.
Yes.
In the Q&A. But,
yes.
But yeah, you're
Thank you, Bib, for
that.
promising that for us. Miles corrected it in front of.
Oh, lucky for him.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
So I
Oh.
should have base 12.
Okay, hold on a sec. I'm just gonna. I just want to say this right now. So why should be base 12 because of clocks? Do you know why clocks are base 12? Random ass thing. It's based on the theory. The reason why there's 360 degrees in a circle, just a religious reason. It was old Judeo-Christian reason. It's like, well, the perfect number is like 36 or something, and so therefore 360 degrees should be in a circle. And therefore, clocks which are circled should be base 12. Just a totally random, they just pulled a number out of the air.
Well, and in Europe, they're base 24. So, okay, anyway.
Yeah, Dave can't read analog clocks or military time.
Anybody tells me that it's 1601 right now, we're done. Cary Grant.
Okay, anyway. I set so many clocks to European time just because it makes it so unconfusing and it's lovely. Anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful week. Aaron, please.
All right. Wait, you're in person. You can do your own slapping.
I know, but you said you would always do it for me.
It's true. It's true. I am here for you.
Thank you.
A blow.
And if you are a patron, please remember this Saturday we have a patron live stream at 11 Pacific.
It's on the calendar, I think.
And
since when?
A week ago. And we have a podcast episode being released on the 1st, which will be before we see you again.
Yeah.
And
It is
so
not on the calendar.
keep that in mind. And someone forgot to put things on calendars.
It's not on the calendar.
It's not on the
It's not
calendar.
on the calendar.
You guys are dead to me now.
It's
Well, not you.
It's
I'll
on my
forgive you,
calendar. Okay.
This one.
But anyway, hope you all have a good week and stay grammar, and we will see you next time. Arturo wishes everyone a dirty seed. Thank you. Thank you. I take that very well. Okay.
All right.
At some point you can end the stream.
Oh, right.